Hey, it's MCOC Noxie here, the master of mediocre warplay. We are going into war number 7, and let's take a look at the map. Alright, I'm going to be taking my normal path, path 1. Got a 6-star duped Angela and a 6-star duped Mojo. Oh no, Mojo. Alright, Mojo is tricky. Pretty solid and pretty comfortable with them when I've got, a Void or a Torch, but I will not have either. And then we've got a duped 6-star Immortal Hulk and a 6-star Annihilus. Well, that Annihilus is the one that scares me. Not duped. I'll be honest, I have no idea what his dupe even does. Annihilus is one of those 3 or 4 champions that every time I see him, I try to take a different path. I don't really know how he works. He's going to be on Buffet and Indomitable, which I've taken a lot. Not with Annihilus, though. So if you see me kind of nervously tapping around and scrolling, it's because Annihilus makes me sweat. Annihilus makes me nervous. Now, I will have a new champ that I'm going to be adding to the team. I've been running the same 3, APOC, Warlock, and Cable. And I'm going to swap out a new R3 I've got. I got a new champ. My little baby girl and a little 3-year-old opened a 6-star for me. And I'll let that be for a surprise in just a second. And I took this guy immediately up to rank 3, duped him, and I'm just very, very excited and in perfect time. So I'm going to take him in for that Annihilus fight. So those 4 fights are my assigned fights. Then we've got Mini Island, where nothing's really jumping out as a me fight. So let's see. All right, now they banned Quake, Torch, and Claire. Very interesting. Claire. I've never seen Claire banned before. And we banned Mags, Torch, and Doom, which I feel are better bans, to be honest. All right, so let's get in here. Alright, so my new R3 APOC's coming out for this war, and that new R3 Doom is going in for that Annihilus fight. If Annihilus wasn't there, Doom would probably stay on the bench. It's just a sort of serendipity. The very first time I'm going to face Annihilus in war, I have a rank 3 Doom, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, here we go. Here come these opening paths. Oh, my little girl wants to say hi. Ivy, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Alright. Alright, so here's Angela. Now, I'm remembering that she's going to be unblockable for the first 6 seconds and then on a timer for 6 seconds at a time, and then that'll go off. What you're going to see here is there's something about Angela's kit that I was not prepared for. I don't know if it's working in conjunction with Vigorous Assault. I just don't really understand it, honestly. I don't have a high star Angela. I fought her a lot and have just never found her difficult. Obviously, she's super easy with someone like Red Mags. I just think, her specials are easy to evade. I didn't go into this with much consideration other than, hey, remember she's going to be unblockable. And so I pound into her a little bit here just to kind of let the timer wear down. So now I know she's good to go, right? She's ready to fight. So the timers are all winding down. I got an infection up, which is great. And then she goes unstoppable, which you're going to see in this fight, I have no context for. I don't know why she goes unstoppable, which just throws me. Like, I'm rattled. I'm trying to glance up there. There's all those icons. There's all those different timers. There's all those different buffs. She's the queen of buffs, but I was not prepared for the unstoppable. I still don't know why she's unstoppable here. Like, my brain is just not processing it, as you can see quite clearly, as I am losing this fight pretty bad. I'm trying to gather myself and compose myself, right? Okay, so now she's unblockable again. My SB2 does huge damage. Oh, it crits on the final hit. So now she's down to 1%, and I'm just like, hey, just get out of this fight. Boom. Just get out of the fight, and you will be okay. So, I'll be honest, I was breathing kind of heavy. I don't understand where the unstoppable came from. I need to go check Angela's kit, because I don't think it comes from the node combination. So I just was unsettled right there. So I'm going to make sure it's Warlock. I'm going to heal him up here with a few pots. Get him back to max health. My invul boost still had plenty of time on it. Yeah, over a minute there, so I'm good. This will be it'll wear off in this fight, though. I knew that. So I'm going to go into this Mojo fight. Now, Mojo is a breeze if you've got, Torch or Void. But I'm taking Masochism Mojo with my Warlock. So I've got the infection built up already. Got 1 infection on him. And I'm really not that worried. I have fought Mojo a good number of times, right? Like, I'm just not that worried about him. There he catches me with a heavy. This guy's running a pretty high limber, it seems like. There he goes, he backs up. I miss him with a heavy. So I'm losing some of my invul. So here he's heavy again. He's heavy happy. He parries me just out of nowhere. There goes my Instructable. That's gone. I do a good job of blocking the first hit from the SB1 and then evading the rest. So now I've got my SB3, and I know that my SB3 will drain his full power, right? So I'm sitting here. I'm going to push him. I'll get a little healing from this. As you know, of course, when you throw your SB3, it shows a negative special for Mojo. So then, and then he catches me a little bit on the SB2, so this is where I do my damage. I've been running pretty strong until that point, feeling pretty confident, and then he caught me, man. I was just like, dang it! Ah! I should have done a couple more duels to avoid that SB2. Took a ton of hits. Yeah, I took 9 hits. So Warlock's a great answer for that. Warlock's great for that fight. Ivy wants to say hi again. Ivy, say hi.
Hi!
Oh my goodness, so aggressive, my little princess. All right, so she was happy. The Angela interaction really surprised me. Her going unstoppable, I did not foresee. Mojo, I just messed up on that SB2. I was hoping that my SB3 would drain him quicker. The AI there did the right thing. He threw his SB2 right away and caught me with it. I evaded that first bit of it, and then was just a fraction of a second behind on the second bit, and took some hits. So I'll heal up. Still no deaths taken. Feeling okay. I don't understand the Angel interaction, and I wish I hadn't taken those hits from Mojo, but we will carry on, right? We'll carry on. Onward to the Immortal Hulk fight, and then the one that's really scaring me, which is that rank, I think 3? Whatever, 6-star Annihilus. Alright guys, so my officers don't know that I am having a little freak out over taking this Annihilus. Like, I'm just trying to get, mentally prepared for it. And then, as I'm kind of getting amped and ready for this Annihilus fight that's coming up, they decide, hey, let's just ask Noxy to take the Havoc on node 24. So kind of a little mini there. Or a shared fight, I guess. And, I've got a rank 3 Warlock. It's my favorite war champ. And, Warlock is the best answer to Havoc, or one of the very best. He's the old school best answer to Havoc, for sure. And so I'm very comfortable fighting Havoc. But, and I'm thankful that they asked me to take the fight, right? So here we go. So I moved up to the node. It's node 24. I forget the names of the nodes, but it's one where they'll add shock to you after a certain level and increase their special damage. So I put on all my boosts and didn't even really notice until the fight had started that this was just a rank 5 5-star Havoc. So that made it so much easier. So let's get in there. Once again, just kind of being a little nervous. I had forgotten to start my screen recorder until the fight was actually just starting. So here we go. Right here we are starting. And you're just going to see that this fight goes smooth as silk right here. This is butter, right? This is just parries, trying not to dex. Don't want to give him any of those shock charges. I think you have up to 9 before they do any damage on you. 10, I think they explode or they take some sort of damage. But I'm trying not to give him any of those. My infection's going up. Here we go on the special 2. Bah! Man, the special 2 does damage. When people tell you that Warlock doesn't do damage, just kind of smile, right? There he is, pops his eyes, fixes his hair, takes out another fight in, what, like less than 30 seconds, or right around 30 seconds. So that was no sweat. That was node 24. I move up. I have just enough energy with the remaining time on my boosts to get to this Immortal Hulk fight. So no big threats here. Pretty comfortable fighting Immortal Hulk. And you'll see how that goes pretty smoothly, except for the very end. Again, I still am seeking to try to figure out the best way to get him past that 1%, so he goes immortal, right? I know the best thing is to use your SB3 to do that, because then he doesn't rejuvenate, right? He didn't gain any regen. But I made a mistake there. So I have my SB3 at some point, I'm pretty sure, in this fight. Or maybe I'm building up to it, but then I go SB2. Anyways, the point is, I don't do the strategy that I should have, which is save the SB3 for his last couple percent. So you save him from the immortal phase. So he is going to go immortal. This fight's going very easily, no problems at all. He is not a hard defender. I don't find him to be difficult at all. You outrange everything. You can, if you hold him to his SP1, it's really not hard. And then I think maybe, yeah, I go to SP2. I shouldn't have. I should have just kept banging away, held the SP3 for the last couple percentage points and knocked him out. Because you're going to see, everything's going just fine, but it's this, once you push him into his immortality, it's just tricky. You got to get away real quick. And I did not do it well enough. So he's not healing. I've shut all that off, which is good. So here he goes, and now I want to back up, but then he just swoops in. I should have double backed up, and he came in right on me. There's Trinity Blood giving me some props for that Havoc fight that went well. And then there we go. There goes Immortal Hulk. So I've got to get to the point where I can take him and either not have to deal with the immortality because of SP3, or just have a better strategy for knowing how to get past that point where he doesn't just swoop in and hit me a couple times. I don't want to have to take a couple tags every time. And then coming up next, once I've got a couple more energy, is the dreaded Annihilus fight. You guys probably are laughing, but I'm telling you, I just don't like that guy. All right, so now it's time for the dreaded 6-star Annihilus. He's unduped. I don't even know what his dupe does. I hate Annihilus so much. But I get to bring in my freshly awakened rank 3 Dr. Doom for the very first time. I pulled him a couple days ago. My daughter actually pulled him for me. Thank you, Ivy Joy. And he, honestly, this is perfect timing because I don't know how to fight Annihilus without Doom. Like, I hate fighting him. I hate it. I hate fighting Annihilus. So he is, of course, an unstoppable armor defender. So he's going to have all that good stuff going on. Got to keep your head out for that. Great. And you're just going to see that I boost up here. I grab a whole bunch of boosts. I mean, now that I think about it, if I didn't have the 6-star Doom, who I pulled like the day before, I'm pretty sure I would have just used my 5-star. I have a 5-star rank 200 or SIG 200 Doom. And I'm pretty sure that's where I would have gone. Like, I'm just not comfortable fighting Annihilus with anybody else. I know that might sound lame to you. You might be going, what about this character? What about this champion? What about this champion? I'm sure those are good. I just have always hated fighting Annihilus, all right? I'm not going to apologize for it. I just hate him. I hate fighting him. So we're boosting up for this one fight here. It's just one fight. One fight. We're boosting up this big. And then I instead of going to an invul, I go to a power start 1 because I want to nullify the Cosmic Rod. I want that thing out of there. I don't want to have to be dealing with it because once you can parry him, he's still kind of a butthead, right? But he's a much more manageable butthead. And so here we go. I'm all boosted up. He goes unstoppable. I back up, back up, back up. Parry him right there. There we go. Good job. Nullify that Cosmic Rod. Bye-bye, Cosmic Rod. There's a Fury. He's got that Fury, so get rid of that. Nullify that sucker. Nice. And then we're just going to, listen, I know going into this I'm going to take some recoil damage. Pretty significant. So he's got 3 Furies up. Let's get those out of there. Pop, pop, pop. Good job. Give me back some decent power. So I've got to watch these timers, which honestly I'm not doing a great job of. I just take that SP1 on the block. I'm like, nah, not going to sweat it. But then I get to nullify some good stuff there. He's playing kind of right into me right now. He's not doing anything too tricky. I've got my aura up. What do I do with it? Oh, I let it extinguish there. Not awesome. So I'm right at a SP1. I just go ahead and let it rip, right? Yeah, he's got those 3 Furies. So far, I don't think I've taken any hits. Yeah, my combo's up to 49. So Pimp slap him, Doom slap him there on hit number 49. And don't think I took a hit. Though I did take, pretty good damage. Yeah, I lost what? Yeah, 41% of my health. Most of that, of course, was recoil. 49 hits given, none taken. That felt pretty good. Pretty good. But even though I got to go 5-0 on the war, we did lose this one. And actually, it just didn't seem in doubt to me. As we were progressing on, even with me doing okay and handling my business, we just had a lot of deaths this war. So congratulations to those guys, the Warriors team. It's a strange name. But the Warriors team, I wonder if they're out in California or just big Steph Curry fans. But Gods of MCOC, we did not hold up to our deity title there. We were definitely not gods. For this war, we lost pretty resoundingly on the death. So we will regroup, and we will be back and ready to go for the next war. Hope you guys are enjoying it. If you want to, hit that like button, leave a comment. I will absolutely engage and get back with you. All right, well, we'll see you for war number 8. Looking forward to it.